I'm Albert Nahas. I'm author of the book Warriors Remembered, which is a coffee table format book. It's got 100 stories and 285 photographs of Vietnam veteran memorials from all 50 states. The book took me about 6 years to put together, composite of 6 years of traveling around the country,
Wow.
taking my own photographs and interviewing the people who built the memorials. And it's really the interviews that are the meat of the book.
Sure.
The photographs may draw people in, but the stories are what are really compelling about the book. A second memorial, actually, the chairman of the committee for the Missoula, Montana Memorial is a guy named Charlie Brown. And Charlie Brown said, "Have you ever seen the memorial right next door to you there in San Antonio?" And I hadn't. And he says, "Well, you know, of course, it's only 200 miles, so, I
Right.
figured I'd drive over there and see the memorial in San Antonio." That memorial is unique also in the aspect that very, very few Vietnam veteran memorials relate to a specific battle or specific units. But this memorial, which is one that the Marines have kind of taken ownership for, adopted is a better word. This memorial is called Hill 881 South, and it is, in fact, one of the hill battles from around Khe Sanh. And the unique aspect of that memorial is that the artist was a combat artist, a Marine combat artist on the hill that day when he remembered this scene of a radio operator looking skyward for a helicopter while he's trying to keep his buddy alive. And he sculpted that memorial based on his memory of that particular incident.
Wow.
When Charlie Brown in Montana saw a photograph of the small model of that sculpture, he called his buddy Don Hossack, who was a police chief in Kalispell, Montana, and said, "I think you're in this memorial." And as it turned out, Don Hossack was the only surviving platoon radio operator on Hill 881 South that day.
Wow.
And so when I met with both of them in San Antonio, they were discussing the battle, and they knew that they had been in the same battle and on the same day, even though they did not know each other until they came together at the dedication of this memorial. And so it's that kind of story that really continued to drive me on. There's one other thing about that memorial as well. The rain has streaked that RTO's face with what anybody who looks at it can see is the tears that someone would shed if they were really concerned about their fallen comrade and trying to get him evacuated. And that photograph in Warriors Remembered has drawn so much attention. In fact, it so carefully represents the anguish of war that the printer who was doing my book strongly recommended that I not put it on the back cover.
Wow.
So, and which had been my intent all along. But I'm very pleased that it is included in the book, and I think that veterans, when they look at it, will really understand what this RTO is going through.
Certainly.